Yeah.
Welcome, world. Welcome to the Barely Broke Podcast. This is your boy DIV. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, live and direct, full effect, ready to flex. I'm in it to win it. I'm here. I'm with you. You here with me. I'm here with these fellas and we're about to turn up. Alright? I'm ready to introduce my host, even though they don't need no introduction. But, you know what I'm saying, they'll introduce themselves. And I'll let them go on.
Who go? You going first? Okay, Screwface, Susano? Screwface.
Screwface Susano. You know, this is boy Screwface Susano, OMG, up in the building. This is a Barely Broke Podcast. Let's go.
Hey, man, you already know who it is. It's your boy Spider-Man, a.k.a. Low Pro
Biz,
aka
Biz,
Black,
Biz,
aka Black Dragon X-Ray Phoenix Zulu 1. Let's go, son. This Barely Broke Podcast. Everybody else that left in the past. That's my gunshots. Bow, bow, bow. More shots.
Wow, intro is longer than the podcast.
That's how we get the attention.
Gotta let them know. Respect. We ready.
Ready to go. We turned up all the way. At all times.
Drill time.
Shit. I'm about to go on the drill. Shit. Fuck it.
Let's go.
Hate being sober. Alright, so today we have an exciting, energetic, fucking action-packed, content-filled, content-rich, content-heavy show for you guys today. We're bringing the heavy cream.
Question. Is there going to be content?
I'm glad you asked that, because there's going to be content, more content. You get double content. You ain't got to pay extra. You want triple content, you ain't got to pay extra. You just click on and see what's going on.
That Subway.
Exactly. Yeah. Eat fresh? Nah. We pack it up. We pack them in tight because we're bursting at the seams right now. But yeah, literally. So, like I said, we got a real opulent podcast for you today, and we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about those people over there. Those people.
Who are those people?
You know what? I'll let Spider-Man tell you who those people are.
Those people are the ones that star in these upcoming movies. That's who those people are.
Oh, I got a whole list.
Oh, do you? Oh my gosh. What could be on that list?
I like the weave. I like the room. Yeah. All right. So we're just going light. We're going light. I know you guys.
Yo, he threw that. If we're playing Uno right now, he threw that a reverse card.
Right back. Oh man, that takes skill, man. That takes skill. So don't reverse the energy back.
House rule Uno right now, because you told him draw two. He was like, nah, reverse. You were like, what? No. That's not how we play this game.
Hell yeah, man. Those people in those movies. Let's go.
Yeah, right, those people in those movies. One of my favorite actors. I have the whole list here. I'm about to go off the list. We got some upcoming movies, huh?
Jet Li.
Yeah. Oh, close but no cigar.
Listen, this man loves heroes. If you ever see him in the streets, make sure you talk about heroes with him.
Come on to me and talk about heroes, man. Come on, yeah. We'll have a long discussion about
Hidden Dragon. He thought it was a cinematic masterpiece.
Oh, hell yes.
Susanna, why you telling them all my personal stuff? Why you telling them about my loves? You know I love that movie to death. I love you, Jet Li. I love your police system. I love it all. I love how you dance on water droplets. I love all that. I love how you can kick through shit. I love how you beat the shit out of 15,000 versions of yourself, and they're all just as strong as you, but you managed to beat the shit out of them on top of that damn pyramid. I love all that shit. I love all your
because
movies.
he was the one.
You did talk about the one.
He was unleashed. He was the one. Romeo didn't have to die. Cradle to my grave. Like all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jet Li's the man. Like, I love him.
Don't forget, man. Don't forget.
As you know.
Yeah.
He's not stuck here with all y'all. You're all stuck here with him.
Oh yeah. You know, 4'11", this man could whoop everybody's ass straight up. You know, wears weight chunk, whatever.
Who? The only lead I respect is Jet. Fuck out of here.
Well,
ain't that right, D.I.V.?
You said with Jet Li and Bruce Lee in the same sentence? Yeah. Let's move on. So I have the list of movies. I have this list of new movies that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Relative to this video. You know what I'm saying? So these movies will come out, whatever. So the first one on the list, I'm excited for this movie. Who has one of my favorite actors, Tom Hardy, and it is Venom 2. Venom 2 coming out. You already got the trailers for it. You know what I'm saying? You've seen them. You guys, what you guys feel about that? What you guys feel about this new movie, Venom 2 coming out?
Well, Venom.
Say again? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Carnage. Yep. Carnage.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Bring my nigga on screen. I'm with it.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait to see it. That's two of my favorite people from the Spider-Man universe. Yeah. I'm happy that he's getting his own standalone movies. I hope they do a shitload with Carnage. And it's not just like the symbiote what they did in Spider-Man 3, which hurt the fuck out of me. Yeah. But Venom, But Venom really deserves justice being done to him, and I hope they deliver with it for this.
Yeah,
like
Venom
Eddie Brock, let's go.
All about it, yo. I love Eddie Brock too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, you know what I'm saying? Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 3 kind of shitted on Venom, didn't do him justice. Yeah. The first Venom, the newest of these Venom movies that came out recently with Tom Hardy as Brock, those are good. Those are good movies. I enjoyed it. Some people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. I think it was an amazing movie. Well, not amazing, but I think it was good. It did its job. It's like a horror action movie. Great. And now they come out with the second one. And I know I said has one of my favorite actors in it, Tom Hardy, but it has one of my top favorite actors. Now it just hit me, Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson is that man. If you haven't seen his movies, check out Woody Harrelson's movies. His movies are amazing. But
Woody Harrelson, you didn't watch White Man Can't Jump.
I watched and Kingpin. I watched Kingpin. What else is he in? He's in. Damn, I had the whole list in my head. Damn, I love Woody Harrelson. That nigga.
You didn't watch Zombieland.
Huh? Zombieland. Yeah, Zombieland. Damn, what else he got? He got so much.
You didn't watch the Hunger Games series.
Oh no, I don't. Hunger Games was okay. That's not Woody Harrelson's best movie, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch the Hunger Games.
What is it? Born Killers? Is it Born Killers? Damn, is it
Born Killers?
Natural Born Killers. I fucking love that movie. Natural Born Killers, bro. That's that shit. You know what I'm saying? That has the same vibe with Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs and shit. I love that shit. And Dust Till Dawn has that same feeling.
But with the whole Venom thing, I hope they delve into the whole Venom verse where he ends up going into space and meets up with like the Prime Venom.
They did that. They kind of did that in the first one. Because the other Venoms the other symbiotes came down. Remember?
No, I'm not talking about just the symbiotes. Like there's a whole, like all the Venoms are like some of the original species of this earth, and they all come in the universe, and they all went out to different planets, took over. Yeah. They're all like this. The whole symbiote, they're all connected. So all the knowledge of all the universe, all the different races, they all know it. But then there's this like one prime dude who's like super evil. I don't want to go too deep into the story, but it's dope as fuck. They could do so much with just Venom alone.
I mean,
like,
if it was
do so much shit.
If it was Marvel doing it, then yeah, maybe. But Sony, me,
So no, Sony does it justice. Sony will do it justice.
I don't know if they do.
Sony did Logan. Didn't they do Logan? They did Logan.
That's Fox.
Sony don't even do bad. They don't even do bad. Like, look at the what's it, Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah,
that was not bad.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, but
even the one with Jamie Foxx wasn't bad. Part 2 wasn't bad.
Fantastic Four was terrible.
They kind of go away.
That's fine.
Sony does more. Sony takes more liberty, and they go away from the comic.
From the source material.
Yeah, because you would say some of the things in the Amazing Spider-Man wasn't really source material. Like, and I think that's why a lot of people had their problems with the Amazing Spider-Man series. The Amazing Spider-Man series, because it wasn't as accurate as, let's say, the other ones were. But like you said, I don't really.
No, go ahead.
Now, as I say, I don't really. I mean, maybe they might do it justice, but I don't think they're gonna do it justice to that level that you saying, like the symbiote verse, like Venom verse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. You never know, but I don't know. I think it would be more likely if it was Marvel. Definitely not
Like
likely if it was Fox.
the only reason well, not the only reason, it's also a good movie, but one of the reasons why I give something a pass with what they did with Spider-Man is because really, even them doing that could link up everything in the Spider-Verse. This is just an alternate Spider-Man. Like they could literally do from the Sam Raimi one to the Sony one to the fucking Disney Marvel one, and like they could all be Spider-Man from different universes. Like they could literally do that, and it will fall in line with Spider-Verse.
That's true. That is true.
But you know what? That could be to the detriment of some. I'm not saying this movie or any of the Spider-Man movies, but I do want to put out there, like, if you try to go too hard to the source material, sometimes it doesn't always transfer well in the movies. And you're giving people too much fan service, it kind of takes away from your own interpretation, your creation. If I hire a director, I want to see it from what I respect him enough to take care of the source material, and at the same time show me his vision of what he wants it to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole style of it. That's how you get stylish. That's how you get Batman Begins. That's how you get the Joker. That's how you get the Dark Knight and all that shit. It's because they put their twist on it. That's how you got the Batman from what's his name? Michael Keaton. What's his name?
Mike Keaton.
The Batman from back in the day. What's his name?
It was Michael Keaton, George Clooney.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's Batman. Now the Michael Keaton Batman.
When you had to go Adam West.
Yeah, that was a good Batman too. But I'm saying that's more. He was more natural to the goofy comic book Batman. That's like I'm talking about when they switched it. The guy who made Nightmare on Christmas. I think he's the dude that made Tim Burton, right? He made the Michael Keaton Batman. You see how the Penguin, the one with the Penguin, how dark that shit was. That's my favorite Batman. Other than the Dark, it's like the Dark Knight, and then that one, and then Dark Knight Rising, Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, then that Batman, and then Dark Knight Rising, then all the rest of the Batman. I don't really care what order they come in. I don't care about Batman Begins, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. I don't really give a shit. The one with Jim Carrey, I kind of like. Batman. That's Batman Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, that one is good. Yeah, that might be number 3 or number 4.
Wasn't that one just all about endorsements though, and like?
Product placement? Nah, that was the other one with Poison Ivy. That was the one with Poison. Well, actually, yeah, that one too. Yeah, whatever one they gave him nipples, but like the one with Poison Ivy, and Bane, and Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. That one is, I think, in George Clooney, that one was the worst one. That was the worst one, period. But the one with what's his name, Val Kilmer. I think that's Batman Forever. The one with Val Kilmer, that one. It's good.
Batman and Robin.
That was that was Batman. No, that was Batman Forever. That was Batman Forever. The one with Batman and Robin is the one with Mr. Freeze and all that. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think that's the one with Mr. Freeze. Batman and Robin is the one with Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. I think. You know, don't shit up. You know, I think it's in the comics, whatever. Even though, anyways, fucking the Batman. Damn, I lost my train of thought. The Batman with Val Kilmer. That one was dark. That one was good. That's like a close 3 or 4, whatever. Or that's a close 4. That's like a 4 or whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, the idea that the director has, the vision that they give out, you see how different all these Batmans are, and you see how they have different levels of success.
Above all else, I really think they had put Jet Li as Batman. He would have been so much better. He would have brought it so much better, man. He could have. Like, he would have delivered it and brought it to the same level as the Batman movie. That's why come out.
Asian Batman, I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Inclusivity.
Jet Li can't be Batman though. Like, he just can't. He just can't.
He's a trained martial artist. He's super smart. He got lots of money. Nope. He might be Batman already.
Jet Li could beat. No, Jet Li's better than Batman. He would beat Batman, so it doesn't make no sense. Moving on. We got Black Widow. The trailer is out, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I was looking forward to, I don't really care about Black Widow that much because, like, she's already dead. The Avengers story is done. Like, yeah, I don't know how much more they can squeeze out the Avengers. They should have released that a long time ago.
You didn't hear? Disney got rid of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, you just snap it back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're just toying with your emotions. Yeah, we just toy with emotions. That's it. But
how many times did Vision die?
Too many.
He's still there.
Too many.
He's a robot.
He died. That man died like 4 times, 3 times.
Yeah. But Black Widow, I am excited for it to come out. Me personally, will I run to the movies to go watch it? Honestly, I've never been a Black Widow fan like that. Even in the Avengers movies, she really wasn't a standout character to me. Mm-hmm. So I don't personally see myself going crazy to see her, especially in a white costume where she's named Black Widow. Like,
that's just
and how is that helping her as a spy?
Because it takes place in the snow.
Oh,
okay, you're right. So the whole movie is in like Antarctica or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. I just seen that one part where there's a snow shit away. So
you guys aren't excited to see Taskmaster? Nah.
Oh, that's
I'm excited for Taskmaster, but just not in the Black Widow movie.
And yeah, I'm excited for Taskmaster. I don't care. That is
honestly,
what I'm watching.
I would have been more excited for this a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But since the Thanos verse is done, it's like there's about to be a whole new crop of Avengers coming in. Like, why do
you got the Eternals coming up. Like that shit is coming. So it's like
now that I'm excited about.
It's like you went from this level Earth to going up to this level, and you can't go back down to this level. When you talk about cosmic shit, like
like we about to move into the cosmic part of it. Yeah. Like, I guess this movie would have been all right as a. It's kind of like it's like an epilogue but a prequel at the same time. Like
I feel like it's just crammed in there, just throwing it in there. They're just throwing it in there just to get rid of it.
But they honestly could have done without who could they have done without?
So it's like Hawkeye. They better make a Ronin movie, like what happened the whole time.
Yeah, that part of Hawkeye, yes. We talking about that when he does that Ronin shit, yeah. But
that would have been better to come out with than a Black Widow right now.
Black Widow is legit like a D-list.
Either one I don't really care for now. Like their time is done. Like, give me who's gonna be the new Avengers now. Like, and who's gonna be
they better quit with what's his name is Spider-Man, man. The more I think about it, I want them to just move on to Miles. They need to just move on to Miles Morales.
They should have never had Kid. They should have never had Kid Parker to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I like Tom Holland as Peter Parker, it's just.
Yeah, I'm so sick of like fucking Peter Parker in high school.
I'm
tired of him in high school.
Yeah,
I'm tired of him in high school. I'm tired of it. Tired of it.
But
get away from Peter Parker.
Yeah. Before we go too deep into it, we got the next one up on the list is Suicide Squad 2. Suicide Squad 2. You guys excited?
I know people didn't like it. I liked it. I like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I throw it on. It's not something you can just throw it on and watch it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those type of movies.
It's not a great
Then again, it is DC, so I wasn't like too expecting too much.
You're a DC fan, so I know you like DC.
Yeah, I fucking love DC. Now we saw a bunch of DC like capes all over the fucking place.
Wait, do you really like DC? You're not even joking.
No, I don't like.
Oh
DC.
shit! Okay.
I don't. Yeah. Like I don't know. To me, their superheroes are just too. Like again, all superheroes are unrealistic, but they just went and put every single one of them as a perfect human being.
I'm the pappy.
Their kryptonite in the Marvel world, I don't know of any kryptonite in the Marvel world. Like it's just like punching, kicking, laser beams, and that you get hurt, and that's it. It's no, oh my god, here's a rock in his chest. Oh, my powers. There's none of that shit. It's like what? It's like and like this dude is just like, why are you making perfect beings? There's no perfect being in Marvel like that. Like Superman is just, I don't know. You can't write stories about this. But you excited?
Off on the tangent.
Yeah, you excited so you excited for Suicide Squad?
I'm indifferent. I don't really care either way.
Okay.
But, I mean, maybe it'll what's the word I'm looking for? Surprise me, because I was very indifferent going into the Harley Quinn movie, but I ended up.
I'm surprised you watched that. The Birds of Prey.
Yeah. I went on there. I think it was a date, but.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
got you. Okay.
So like I said, I was indifferent going in. I wasn't really expecting nothing from it, but I enjoyed it. So maybe it'll be the same thing with Suicide Squad. I'm gonna be indifferent going in, but who knows? I might enjoy it.
Yeah,
I think the Birds of Prey fell a little bit. I think it ran a little bit too long for me, but it was fun. It was alright. It made me laugh at some parts.
At least it did something for you.
Squad. Yeah. And maybe this time because I watched the first one. The first one was straight. It wasn't that.
Yeah, the first one was scarred. I mean, it has some moments I'm just like,
It focused too heavy on like Deadshot and them for me, but
yeah, but you know they're trying to sell them. They're trying to sell that the fact they got Will Smith and old girl, Harley Quinn.
That's why I don't really care for having like superstars or A-list celebrities in certain roles in video, like not just video game, but like superhero movies. Like if you're gonna get this A-list, make them like the star.
Yeah.
Like make them like Chris Evans as Captain America, Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. Like they gonna be the star, not they a side character that you now push into the forefront because you have an A-list. Like what they did with Mystique and what's her face.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Bro. I'm so glad. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll get back to that about how they just the whole X-Men shit went from being about Rogue and Wolverine meeting up to being about Mystique. Whatever. The next one on the list. This is a unique one. We talked about it earlier. Is Dune. That's Dune. Yeah. Apparently, it was a book back in the day, and then it was turned into the movies in the early 2000s. I want to say. I heard the movie flopped or just didn't live up to expectations, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go see it because I heard it's like a deep story. I heard the story. The story's supposed to be real good, and I'm gonna go see it either way. And I'm gonna watch the 2000s one first, and then I'm gonna go watch this one and see what's the deal. I'm excited for it, kind of.
This one I'm actually excited for. I never read the books, then never saw that movie, so I didn't know there was one. But I've heard good things about the book, and I I watch people's synopses on the book and stuff. So, I kind of know what's going on. I need to go back and refresh my memory, but the story seems interesting. So I'm gonna definitely want to see this one. And I've seen some of the stills, production photos and stuff like that. So
that's not like they giving you some visual like graphics and shit. Like just man, the shit shit looks better than using your own eyes. You replace your eyes with a 4K TV or something. Like, cause the colors that they be picking up in them TVs and with these graphics and shit, they look amazing. But then again, Tomb Raider looked amazing back in the day too. But you look at that shit now, it's just like goddamn.
That's a damn good movie though. That's a good movie. What are you talking about? Tomb Raider with Jennifer?
Oh no, I was talking about the video game, but yeah, the movie was good too. Angelina. Yeah.
Really was a good movie.
She was a good choice for me. You saying?
No, I was gonna say the video game Tomb Raider though. Yeah. Because I got the new. I forgot which one I got. The one where it's like a blue graphic for the main thing. The word escapes me right now.
Okay.
Blue cover.
Okay.
Like the cover of the game is blue. I forgot what it's called though. But
the anniversary collection or something like what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the anniversary collection. But I got that one, and I was playing that, and I ain't never really played Tomb Raider back in the day. But this one was good. So
yeah, Tomb Raider. Prince of Persia 2 is alright. The old one, that shit is. When I played it, I'm like, oh yeah, this shit is straight. Like those are games that I didn't really play back in the day when we was when PlayStation was hot. But I'm saying either way, like them games are still good. But I wanna circle back real quick. So that's the list that we have for upcoming movies that we kind of just seeing that these random movies are coming out. We think about going to go see them. You know what I'm saying? But I want to start
Venom 2. Wait, just one more time to go over the list. Venom 2,
Black Widow, Suicide Squad 2, and Dune. 4 movies coming out soon. Look good.
I would say 2 of those I'm excited to see. The other 2 I am indifferent.
Okay.
We'll probably watch them.
Yeah, and I assume you mean Venom 2 and Dune.
Yep, Venom 2 and Dune. I'm excited to see those.
Black Widow, Suicide Squad 2.
And Suicide Squad 2. Not so much, but I might watch them still. I might still enjoy it. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same page. I'm looking forward, but Black Widow, I just want to see Taskmaster. Suicide Squad. Again, I'm not a super big DC fan. I still haven't seen the Justice League, either one. I still haven't seen Superman, the last couple Superman movies, the Batman vs Superman. I still haven't seen them just because I'm just like, I see them in passing. I don't give a shit about the movies. Yeah. Like I'll see it. I seen Aquaman. Aquaman was dope.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, you want to talk about that whole you know that girl who plays Aquaman's girlfriend in there, the girl Amber Heard. You heard about what's going on with her and
Oh, I
Johnny
think
Depp?
everybody. Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah,
everybody.
everybody heard about it. Apparently, she's gonna be in the second one. I think she's gonna really be in the second one.
Yeah,
They said they
yeah.
don't give a shit. Yeah, they're just gonna throw them. They're gonna throw her in it, and
I think
I just got to deal with it.
it's fucked up, really, honestly.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to be like, oh, well, we should have let Zack Snyder do the Snyder cut, and now everybody loves the Snyder cut, so we should just let them do Aquaman with this girl or whatever. And I'm like, if that's their pattern of thinking, I think that they're fucking up. Like, I think that putting her in that movie is definitely going to turn a lot of people off, and it's hard to watch a movie with somebody that you, because like they say it with dudes like Kevin Spacey, he was supposed to be in some movie, and they literally took that man out digitally or whatever.
Of his TV show too.
Yeah, and got rid of But
Netflix show, I forgot what it's called, but yeah,
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Yep.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like they were willing to do that with him after they found out that he sexually did whatever he did to that young boy or whatever. But then now with this girl, they kicked off Johnny Depp out of his movie. But everybody knows the story. I'm not gonna rehash it, but you know what I'm saying? Both of them got some issues going on. They're both saying they're both accusing each other of whatever they do. And with that hanging over Johnny Depp's head, he loses some roles. But this is also hanging over her head, and they're still wanting to push forward. Everything. Yeah. So it's like, damn, like I don't know if I can watch it.
It's a bold strategy. I don't think it's gonna work the way they think it's gonna work, but
hell no.
Because like I said, because it's not just even dudes who are like, yo, this ain't right. There's like some women that are like, wait a minute, like she did this to him and he had this stuff happen. Like, no, you need to also hold her to the standard as well. Like she shouldn't be out here doing what she did to him. Like,
yeah, especially people
don't just get to say. You just don't get to say, here, Johnny, although all this stuff came out, you had, and you was looked at as guilty, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we're gonna pull your stuff. Yeah, and although the same thing is now hanging over her head, like you said, like we gonna wait. Like we gonna wait. You can keep doing what you're doing. We ain't gonna pull nothing from you. Like, nah, that ain't right. Like if that's the case, y'all should have not pulled everything you wanted from Johnny Depp as well. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Let him keep his stuff. If y'all gonna really want to make sure y'all getting everything right, then he should have been able to keep all his stuff. And then you could say she could do all her things as well. And then once y'all finish the investigation and find out who lying in the middle, then figure it out. But there's some, I think they've gone back and retroactively said, like, I think in the case of the movies, he can still do the movies, but
it's just like the disrespect of it though, like the gall of you just like persecute me before you knew the facts, and just because this girl's a woman and you think she's morally superior to me because I'm a dude, and like apparently Johnny Depp has a past of just acting weird, not abusive, just acting weird. So like, oh well, he's a weirdo, so he must be doing this. But Amber Heard actually has a history of like beating up people and shit like that, or beating on people and all that. And you know what I'm saying, nobody wants to even talk about it. But you know,
she's on video even saying,
yeah,
like nobody will believe you because I'm a woman, and it's like,
what do you gotta do? Like, what do you gotta do?
How can she, like, she's obviously not as innocent as we're trying to play her as. Like,
yeah.
So, they both did some fucked up things to each other, but if you're going to hold that against him, you must also hold the same things against her. And obviously she's done proven, if it's on videotape with her voice, that she is absolutely willing to do those things. And she probably has did those things.
She's an abuser.
Yeah, exactly. If she's going to sit there and be like, well, nobody's going to believe you because I'm a woman. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like she goes on stage. They have things of her on stage talking about, oh, men be doing this and men be doing that, and they be abusing people. But you're abusing yourself, and you're walking around here. And I'm pretty sure there's women out here who have been abused, and look at what she's doing. It's like not only are you lying on Johnny Depp and saying that he's an abuser, but you're an abuser at yourself. And like these women been beaten by men, and they've been abused by the abuser, so they know, like, damn, that shit's not cool getting beat on, no matter if you're a man or a woman. But they just go through it because men and women go through it. It's just that men don't report it, so the cases of men getting beat on is low. But a woman won't hesitate to put their hands on a man like that. If you were to report every case of a woman hitting a man, the cops wouldn't even know what to do. They wouldn't be able to hold all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I know dudes be beating on women, but if we really just pull up like a girl just straight slugging the dude or whatever, like and dude's just eating it, like all right, whatever, I'll take it and walk away, whatever. The list would be through the roof. Of like if you reported every single one of those cases, it'd be through the roof. But men just don't report cases like that. And Amber Heard, if she was a guy, she probably would be in jail, or she probably would have people just looking at her crazy. She'd be a social pariah. Well, because she's a woman, she could sit here and abuse people, lie about it, say I'm been on tape, and like that would be the smoking gun if it was the dude. Like you admitting, like imagine a dude admitting to beating a chick on record, like on like come on now. And Amber Heard is just out here just doing her thing and just like. Bro, it's crazy. She's an abuser. You got an abuser walking around here. If you think she won't beat, she's like bisexual or something. She got like a girlfriend now. If you think she won't beat her girlfriend, you're crazy. She gonna beat her. She gonna beat whoever her next boyfriend is or next girlfriend, whoever. It doesn't matter, girl or boy, who she dating. She gonna put hands on them, and you letting her walk out of here doing that shit. So you know,
she's obviously proven that she's borderline almost a sociopath. Especially like I said, she's gonna sit here and say on tape, nobody will believe you because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Then it just goes to show she had no remorse for what she did. And then, and then if nothing is done, she's just gonna walk around with the whole attitude like, well, I could do this because everybody's gonna look at me as the innocent one.
Yeah.
So no matter if it's a man or a woman, I can abuse them. And then if I just play victim or if I just, do what I did last time, then it's gonna be like, oh, poor Amber Heard, poor little old me.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's manipulating the advantages she got, and she knows she's doing something fucked up, but she doesn't have the empathy to even not do what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? No. She's just out here just, I'm going to ruin this man for the sake of my own skin so I don't look bad, so I'll trash him or whatever. Because he literally saying that I cut his thumb off, which, there's a whole bunch of stories that say she did it, and I did this, they said that she's shit in the bed, like she's shit in that man's bed, like they said that she kicked the door in on this man, like he ran away from her into a bathroom, was hiding in the door, and he was like, I'm not opening the door. She's like, come on, open the door. He's like, nope, I don't care even if you talk like that. She's like, boom, kicked the door, open on his face. Like on his face, crazy. But yeah, what I wanted to touch on beside the whole Amber Heard thing was the shoehorning or them switching the story up in X-Men for they basically shifted it from being about one character or about a certain focus that they had, the focus being like the X-Men in this story and what they're going through, Charles Xavier, all that shit, to being about Mystique, right? And you said like they tried to, that was a really good take right there on that, because I didn't really like it's like something you notice, but you don't really realize what's going on. It's like, oh, I noticed, like, whoa, they're showing a whole lot of Mystique. Why are they showing so much Mystique? And then you realize, oh, they're trying to, because she's Jennifer Lawrence and all that shit. They're trying to just like prop her up there, like.
Exactly. They're just trying to show like, here's Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm sure she probably has that in a contract somewhere where it's like, where they write up Mystique more so that she has more screen time, this, that, and third. Yep. And especially depending on how much money they're paying her, they gonna probably agree like, well, we paying all this money for her, so shit.
Jennifer Lawrence to sit the fuck out.
I need to see her. So
I need that.
That's why I say, exactly. That's why I say don't have your money makers or not really your money makers, the folks who's gonna cost you so much money as side characters in a sense, because then it's like, what's the point? Like if you're just gonna try to, like you said, shoehorn them into the story, and they ain't really that big of a focus like that, then it's like, what are we doing at that point?
Yeah. So decision that they make just for like politics, I guess. Like I guess movie politics.
Movie politics. There's a lot of politics in movies, and I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, because you know what, Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know how popular she was when she got the role as Mystique, but definitely by the end of the X-Men series, she was front and center. Like she was definitely front and center, and her career definitely went up. Like her stock went up in those times. I don't know what other movies was going on with her or whatever, but her stock was going up. Whatever she was at the beginning of the X-Men thing, it wasn't the same as the movies went on. So
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
had Hunger Games at that point, and then she
yep.
was getting into other like cinema movies, like actual well, people call them actual movies, but
Yeah.
they're movies regardless. They're more or less the not really Oscar bait movies, but they're like artistic movies. Let's just say like that. She was getting into more artistic movies.
Yeah, didn't she do that movie with the on the space station? Then like a movie about like she was on a space station with a dude and they woke up too early. Everybody was in cryo sleep or something. Was that her? Like it was like it was like some movie. It was I don't know if it was Chris Pratt. Yeah, it's Chris Pratt is the Guardians of the Galaxy dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think either it was him or somebody else that kind of looks like him, or another scruffy dude. And it was her, and they're like apparently they were on some space traveling ship. Everybody was sleeping, but they were still awake or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, she was out there working. She was getting jobs. She was doing
so that's why they really try to move Mystique from villain to anti-hero to hero that's main front and center.
Yeah.
Like she's the hero of the X-Men type shit, and it's like I don't think she was at this point in her career.
They're gonna put her as the main one. She ain't no side character no more. She gonna be in every scene.
The main character because of Jennifer Lawrence. But that's why I say don't have those guys. If you're gonna pay the money for them, pay the money for them to be the star.
Yeah, don't make them side characters. Just gonna fuck up the story. Why like Mystique has important roles, but she was never like the main focus. Like she was a good
she wasn't like the main focus of the X-Men as far as I know.
Yeah. I didn't really like her and Charles being like best friends when they were kids, and Mystique being the same age as Charles or what. Like I don't know, that just is weird to me a little bit. Like I don't really get it. And like, but there's a lot of continuity errors with those those X-Men movies. Anyways, it's like continuities all over the place with them shit. So trying to even wrap your brain around it is not gonna help make the movie any better. It's gonna make it worse.
That whole second trilogy was just all over the place. Because you had First Class and it was Days of Future Past and it's like Dark Phoenix and
Apocalypse.
Then Apocalypse, then Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. So it's all over the place. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a in-depth dive or inside the pocket on one of these movie franchises and just see how this is looking. But you want to move on to that text message? You know what I'm saying? Those wild messages. You know what I'm saying?
Wild times.
Yeah.
Wild times of wild messages.
Mm-hmm. Man's going out his way. You know what I'm saying? To please these women, and they just leaving my nigga dried in the desert.
I'm about to say pull it up for a second. I'm sure you can't screenshot, but I'm sure you can read it off your phone.
Yeah, let me see. All right.
Yeah, because this is
this
is a very interesting case. I mean, it's not even.
It's not. It's
even that.
It's like the perfect. Common, but it's like it encompasses everything. Like it has all the a good Shakespearean movie or show. It has all the elements, and this has all the elements.
There's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Yeah. Let me just see if I can find it. Bring this shit up. Here we go. All right, wait. So, how did you send it? The way how you sent it? Did you the last one? Was the last one the first one?
Oh, I don't know how it was looking, but it's
Whoa, which one? Yeah, what's the first one?
It starts with them asking if they checked into the hotel.
Okay, that one, right?
Okay, yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
All right. So these are a list of text messages by. Yeah, I want to bring this shit up. I don't even know if I can bring it up. Let me see. Maybe if I email it to myself. Man, that's too much work. But
yeah, it's too much right now, but
yeah, I just read it off.
Yeah.
So these text messages right here are from a guy talking to a woman that he had flown out. All right, and let's go into it and we'll tell the story. This one right here is coming from the guy. Starting off with this is the guy talking right here. Starting with the guy and then the girl. Hey, you. Are you checked into the hotel? Let me know what's going on. And I called you 3 times. What the fuck? And then she replies, I'm so sorry. I just checked in 30 minutes ago. My phone was charging because it died. I'm getting out of the shower right now. Bet I'm on my way to see you. Huh? What you mean, huh? I'm on my way to hang out with you. Is that an issue? And she's like, hang on. Or she's like, hang out. Or she's like, hang out in what way? And old dude is like, so and so says her name. I just say her name is T. Like, T, we've been talking for 5.5 months. I flew you out here. I got you a hotel. I want to see you, babe. Why you acting brand new? And she's like, it's late. I don't want company tonight. And I'm tired. It's literally after midnight. So dude was like, okay, I'll be over in the morning then. I'll let you sleep. Right there. So that first block of text messages right there. That right there is all red flags. All red flags.
Yeah, it's definitely all red flags. Because, like I said, I don't know what type of conversation they had beforehand. And I mean, we'll kind of have an inkling as we go to the next two blocks.
Yeah.
Because
I definitely
will reveal a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep reading. At first, I thought a certain way about this dude, but now I'm reading it out loud. We're going back and forth. Now I'm starting to think, oh, okay. All right. So moving on. Let me see. Make sure this is the right one.
Yeah, it'll like go right, transition into the next one.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm ready. Okay, here we go. She says to him saying he's coming. So he told her he's coming in the morning. This is her reply.
Mm-hmm.
Over in the morning, just to hang out as friends, right? As friends. Can we FaceTime? Dude, the guy replies, my phone is still charging, she says. Why are you acting different? Do you not want to hang out? I don't know what this just friends. I didn't know we was just friends. I would not have flown you out. I don't fuck my friends. We've been sending nudes, sexting on FaceTime. What's the issue here? And she replies, I feel like we rush things. I don't want to have sex or anything. Just hang out as friends if that's okay, smiley face. You're amazing and you're a good friend. I don't want to upset you, bitch. And he writes back. He writes back, and you know what I'm saying? This got some energy to it. He's like, upset me. I'm living. I paid $1,000 for you to come out here. I don't do that for my friends, bitch. You know what? No worries. Since we're friends, I need my money back. $977.56. Need it back. and of course, you know what I'm saying? And here comes the last blocker. She replies, I don't have that. Why are you acting this way? I just want to take things slow. Please don't be mean. Okay, before I finish this one off. This girl's tripping. She asks this man, why are you acting this way? She completely ignores that she was acting all the other shit she was doing, all the weirdo shit she was doing from before. When this man's like, we've been talking for, I didn't. It just hit me that he said 5.5 months they've been talking, and she talking about taking this slow. 5.5 months they've been talking, sexting, FaceTime, all this stuff. 5.5 months, bro.
So that's you know what? So that does tell me at some point they did actually have communications about this whole arrangement. Yeah. And it wasn't some on the whim kind of, oh, hey, I'm gonna just fly you out type shit that a lot of folks making it seem to be.
That's that. Yo, see, we was reading this and I was expecting some simp shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh, this dude flow some chick out. He overflowing her out. But he was talking to her for 5 months. I didn't know he was talking 5.5 months, almost half a year. He was talking to this girl before he flew out. There's dudes that meet girls on the internet and they fly them out in like no time at all.
Like less than a month.
Yeah, less than a month. And shit, a couple weeks, man. Then me check it out, fly you out. Just got the money on reserve to fly out a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Interesting. That's all they got. But yeah, like I don't think he's that much of a simp. I guess. Like at first I thought he was going to be on some simp shit, but I don't think it's that much because like he seemed like he was feeling her and they was talking and all that, and just she acting weird. She shows up and she's acting weird. Like I don't know. She might have. I think she. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, before we go final.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah. All right. And she says, please don't be mean. She just said, don't be like, she's like, I don't have that. Why are you acting this way? I just want to take things slow. Please don't be mean. And he replies, taking it slow would have meant not flying you out here. You play with me. So checkout is 12 p.m. tomorrow. I'm canceling the other 2 days. Also, I'm canceling your flight back, and you can figure it out on your own. And she's like savage, by the way. And she's like, wow, this is how you treat, how you do people. I don't have the money to get home. At least allow me to fly back, and I'll check out tomorrow. Now I lose my number and have a nice life. And she replies back, I'm sorry, you blocked me? Please pick up. I don't have the funds to get home. Shaking my head. And that's it. Well, perfect. Handle it perfectly.
Ladies and gentlemen, communication is key.
Yeah, because somebody wasn't communicated.
Yeah, something wasn't communicated at no point.
Sounds lost.
Somewhere.
Sounds lost translation. I don't know.
Yeah, there was some lost translation somewhere, but yeah, like I said, I can't fully put blame on him. I've seen some folks say that he's in the wrong for canceling the flight and this, that, and third. You know, just because you flew her out doesn't mean she's obligated to have sex with you. This, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, that, you know. Or I've seen other folks say, you know, she's allowed to withdraw consent, and I'm like, you know what? I agree.
100%.
With all those things, you know, she is allowed to withdraw consent at any time like that. That ain't no problem. And you know, we don't know if they even discussed having sex when he flew her out. So you know, but you know,
give her the benefit of the doubt.
We're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. But he also has every right to withdraw his gifts in a way. And I won't even say it was a gift, because I don't even know if he said this, hey, this is a gift for you, I'm gonna fly you out, with no expectations or nothing. So at that, I can't really say it's even a gift. So, but he has every right to do with his money he sees fit.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that. But the way he was talking, right? About you say, you know, we don't, because we don't know what his expectations were, or they talked about it beforehand. But we kind of have he has expectations, and he kind of explained why he kind of had those expectations. Because and it seemed like she didn't say anything about taking it slow, because that took him off
until now.
Yeah, until now, she's talking about taking it slow. Yeah. Before it's like, yo, let's speed this up, get me out, fly me out, put me up in a nice hotel. Let's go.
Yeah,
now you want to slow down.
Because it seemed like she didn't have no problem accepting the flight or the hotel to get there. Mm-hmm. And if she really wanted to take it slow, she would have just said, nah, you know. Like, yeah, let's say he offered like everything, like off jump, like even if it was like 5 months out or a month in, that's good. All right. He offered. Yeah. You still accepted this stuff, and I'm sure he ain't like I'm sure he wasn't, you know, beating around the bush, especially if they was sexting and doing that stuff.
Yeah, we already got past that.
Yeah, I'm sure unless he like flew you out in like a month, like we said before, and y'all never established any of these things, like y'all wasn't sexing, y'all didn't do none of that stuff, right?
Yeah,
and then he just out of the blue is just like, yeah. But obviously y'all was doing that. Like y'all was
you let him to believe something.
Exactly. So now I gotta wonder, did at any point did she say like, yo, we just friends? Like, it's cool, you can fly me out,
exactly.
But we just friends. Because now he, like, if y'all, like I said, if they wasn't sexting and doing all the other stuff, and he made these assumptions, that's on you. Like, that's on you at that point. Like, you decided to pay the money, fly her out, and you thought that. But since they was going through all these motions, now I gotta believe those expectations were set even before she got there. So in a way, she's the one breaking the contract.
And she can't be surprised. Like, what's messed up about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that she's trying to play dumb. She's trying to act like she's surprised. She wants to act, oh, why are you doing this? Why? Like, you basically are playing like that dangling pussy in front of me game. You're playing stupid. And you remember what we were saying? You play them dumb games. What happened? You play you actually
games with stupid prizes.
Exactly. So she wants to go ahead and play dumb, and she wants to tell this man, "Oh, why you act like?" She wants to tell him like we're just friends. Want to throw this on him and all this shit. And she's just playing. She is pretending like she doesn't know that she was just dangling pussy in front of him and then pulling it away like a carrot on a string. She's pretending like she's not doing that, and it's easy to do that. But do not hit me up. Do not. Your phone is charging, right? You see how this girl sent back to back text at the very end. You know what I'm saying? Before it was like just, oh, my phone's down, we can't FaceTime, we can't do this shit. But when he said he's cutting that money off, your fast fingers Freddy. You know what I'm saying? You firing them shits off. Twitter fingers, like she ringing them shits off. Let me see. Like no other time in the messages was they this many replies. You know what I'm saying? She was back to back, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I wish I could see the timestamp too on one of those messages or something.
Exactly. I wish they showed they showed the timestamp, we'd be able to know. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it was back to back. But before her phone's dying, we was FaceTiming, but now your phone's dying. Like, so how do I know?
You know what?
What's up?
No, go ahead.
How do I know that there's not another nigga inside that hotel room with you right now?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, you know what? When I first read this, I was like, there got to be another nigga.
Hell yeah.
She plans on having another nigga come over.
Yep.
That was my initial reaction because it's like a lot of that don't make sense to me. And I was like, why she like? Obviously he flew you out there to see you, but you ain't in that much of a hurry to see him.
Yep.
Like you just checking in at 11:30, like because she like mind you, she said that it's damn near after midnight. So unless the timestamps is like I said, I need timestamps, but she said she just checked in 30 minutes ago, and now. You know,
what was you doing like all that time?
Yeah, and then at one point he was like, "Oh, I want to come see you." She's like, "Well, it's after midnight. I'm tired." So it's like, and I'm pretty sure most hotels that I know of, you have to check. You need to check in by at least like 11 p.m. or at least give them a call, let them know you're gonna be late checking them in before 11 p.m. So that part's a little weird. So unless she had already checked in, like. Hours ago and then just got back to the hotel, but it's like, okay, so what was you doing before then?
I'm trying to see where she said, I just checked in 30 minutes ago, my phone was charging because it's dead. I'm getting out of the shower now. I'm on my way to see you. Huh? Why would you not? So if you just get to a place, you're by yourself in a hotel room, and the dude or a girl that if a girl flew me out and I like her, I want to see her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in this hotel room by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do all that. Like I want her to meet. Shit, I want her to meet me at the airport. You know what I'm saying?
That's what some people were saying too. Like, how come you didn't meet her? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was working and he just didn't expect all this.
Okay.
Around.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I can understand that. But yeah, you're right. You would, meet him at the airport type shit.
Yeah, even still, I'm pretty sure you could get out of work. Like, yo, I gotta leave early, or you know what I'm saying? I might need an extra 45 minutes on my break, or extra like 15 minutes on my break to go get this girl from the airport and drop her off at the hotel and then come back. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, you could do that. Like, so him not picking her up is like that already is like why? Like, what's going on? Some other nigga picked you up, like so. The more you dig into it, and you go deeper, you start like questioning things. And I know that man in his head, he's like, if like you, some other niggas probably in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you dig deeper into it, you find out, you start speculating. I know that guy is probably thinking the same thing. If me and you both men, we came to that same conclusion. You know what I'm saying? You came to that same idea. I'm pretty sure this guy came to that same kind of realization that, like, damn, like she show up and she's not answering her phone after I paid $1,000 for her to come out here, bro. That ain't no chunk change. Like for a regular nigga, even for a dude with some money, still $1,000 is something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna try and get rid of $1,000. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I told somebody else earlier, if I have the money, like even if I had the money, I'm gonna be mad about losing $1,000. Like. I don't care if my yearly salary was like $200K. I'm gonna still be mad I lost out on $1,000. Like,
oh yeah,
That's $1,000 I could have spent somewhere else doing something more productive in my life.
Yeah, I could have
So
used that
like
for 100 other things. Like,
exactly. So I mean, it's not like the money is like one part of it. 'Cause I've seen some folks saying, "Well, you shouldn't have even bought that, like this, that, and the third." Like,
5 months and a half though. Like that's
rich
like
niggas don't care. Like, well, there was like, yeah, people with money don't care about losing $1,000. Like,
fuck out of here,
yeah,
bro.
okay,
Yeah.
that's people who ain't good with money. Who say
Yeah, that's people who don't. Yeah, because you see the nigga who the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he wears the same clothes, cheap, same clothes every day. Like rich niggas be driving regular ass cars. People keep thinking you flaunting shit, buying some Italian dudes shoes and all this shit. Like, bro, like rich niggas don't even really be doing it. You say rich niggas do that, but rich niggas do not do that. Rich niggas don't be doing half the shit you be doing. And your shit is not money. It's not gonna go nowhere.
That is rich niggas, but wealthy niggas don't do that shit.
Oh, wealthy niggas. Okay, yeah, I guess.
Rich niggas do that shit, but wealthy niggas don't. Like,
Yep.
They cheap as fuck. Like on some real shit. Like rich niggas, like wealthy motherfuckers is cheap as fuck. But either way, like honestly, the more we read into it, the more I was really starting to notice some things. Like, because at first, when I first read it, I was just like, oh, she had another nigga over there, like this, that, and third.
Yeah.
But I didn't really pay attention to the fact, like, until other folks was like, oh, she has every right to do this, that, and the third. And then when I really thought about what they were saying, I was looking at what was in the message, and I was like, nah, like is he grimy for doing that? Like me personally, I don't think so. Like I would have probably done the same thing, but at the same time, just I guess I can look at it, see it that way. But at the same time, it's like 5 months of sexting and doing all this other stuff.
Bro, that's a lot of time.
They clearly had time to talk about this, and I can't even sit here and base it off an assumption. Like it's like I'm fairly certain he flew her out because he knew exactly what what he was gonna get, and I'm sure they probably talked about it. That's why she was pressed about being like, "Oh, we just gonna hang out as friends, right? Oh, we just doing this as friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we just like this and like just to throw it out there, like, oh well,
Yeah, trying to let him know that I'm not trying to come on. Like, I'm not trying to have sex with you for real. Like,
exactly.
I'm trying, and you gotta look into the psyche of the text messages, like, because we're both people that are like, what I'm saying, even having this discussion about text messages and how to read them and like read in between the lines of the text messages and all that. Even like the desperation at the very end when she kept texting so much, you can almost see her emotional roller coaster. You can see where her emotions take you in the text. And like you could tell she was like, oh damn, I'm about to really be fucked out here. Texas dude. But before you was it's just like, bro, like you.
She seemed very nonchalant about it.
Yeah, exactly. She was nonchalant about everything, but then out of nowhere she got like not aggressive, but she got desperate. Like everything else was cool. Yeah, and she panicked. Like every other part of it is like her. Like once the power was shifted, because she's like, oh, I have the power, I have pussy, you know what I'm saying? And you are a thirsty ass nigga, and I believe you don't have the balls to break free of my pussy tease. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so they're playing this game. He wasn't playing a game. So she thought that he was just a thirsty nigga that would do anything for her pussy. So she misread it because of her inexperience, her inability to read shit. So how the battle of the minds, how this shit goes down is he wasn't in a battle. She was in a battle. She wasn't in a battle. She was in a game of toying with him. He was in love, or he was in infatuation, and he was going. I felt like he was more into her. He was into her. Mm-hmm. He had to be. Because he's a rat. Because how it ended, it lets me know he was somewhat of a rational man. So that's why I'm saying he went into it with infatuation. Because how it ended, it shows that he does have balls. You know what I'm saying? He isn't intelligent, somewhat intelligent. So we're dealing with a man who's somewhat intelligent. So he knows what's going on, but he's infatuated. So he's a real dude. He feels for this girl. If I like a girl, I'll fly her out. You know what I'm saying? If I like a girl, I'll do it. So he actually likes her. So he flies her out. She thinks that this nigga is just a thirsty dummy. He's not a thirsty dummy. He really likes her. So he's pushing his logic to the side. This is a thirsty dummy to her. I'm going to dangle pussy. He's like, yo, I want to come see you on some genuine shit. And she's like, I'm playing with you, toying with you, charge my phone. I can say whatever I want to a simp. I can say whatever I want to a thirsty nigga because they don't think, they'll just keep thinking with their dick and I could play these games with them. I could play with them, play with them, play with them. He's like, why are you talking to me like this? Why are you treating me like this? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm a simp? Like, you have misread my personality. You have misread me as a man, 100%. So that's disrespectful already. And then you want to sit here and keep playing this game and keep playing stupid. Like, I'm not going to just flip on you right now. Now, and you think you still got the power. So now, before we weren't battling. It wasn't a battle of the minds. It wasn't a battle of anything. You were playing the game and I was infatuated. Now, it's a battle of morality and emotions and logic and just like, nah, it's not going that way. So he's like, okay, now I know what you about. At first he gave her a way out. He's like, I'll come in the morning. You want me to come in? I'll come in the morning. But she revealed her cards too quick by saying, okay, because he gave her a way out. When she's like, lame excuse, charge my phone. Lame excuse, I just got in 30 minutes ago. Lame excuse, I'm in the shower. All lame excuses. To a simp, they would accept it. To a smart man, hell fucking no. Those are lame excuses. But I'm giving you a way out. I'll come in the morning. But you push and push and push. You got away with that. You want to see how far you can fucking keep going. So what do? You tell him, oh no, don't think you're gonna come in the morning and have sex with me. Because we're not doing that. We got to take it slow. You don't fuck up. I gave you a chance by saying, by me, I gave you an olive branch. I'm going to come over. Now the battle is over now. I'm going to deliver the final strike. Taking my fucking money, canceling the rooms, you fucking find your way to fuck back home, and we've blocked. So you're not going to get no more emotional shit into my head. You're not going to talk to me because no matter how logic some dudes are, still a woman can still kind of seep their way into it, especially if you're emotional about it because he liked her. So he knows she still has that power. She still got that. But because he's a smart man, he blocked her at the very end, the final killing blow, so she can't get back into her. So she can't get back into his head. So he made moves. He made moves. He went from being genuine to giving her a chance to redeem herself to being, all right, you fucked, and now we're in a battle of what the fuck's about to happen, and I'm about to win this, and then ending it with the block. She fucked up, and it's because she doesn't battle. She doesn't use her brain. She's not logical. She thinks that she can win off of doing emotional shit and making him feel bad and playing sympathy, and I'm just like this innocent girl. I got an excuse for everything. You can't fucking do that. Because not everybody's a fucking idiot. Not everybody's a simp. You're going to look fucking stupid when you're wrong. So, yeah. That's my synopsis of this damn thing, that breakdown. This bitch is a fucking idiot. And hopefully more. Yeah.
That was a fairly good breakdown, actually. Not much I actually disagree with that. Yeah, there's not really much I disagree. Because I've seen one person say that she was inexperienced. And then I said the same thing. I was like, in a way of trying to play niggas. Yep.
She was
inexperienced in trying to play niggas. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You're right. She was inexperienced in playing niggas. Like, because she didn't know how to play her cards right. Like I'm going to look at it from her point of view. Now, let's say you were out, like, clearly she wasn't out there for love or nothing. She just wanted to be friends. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, like you said, like, she just checks in late. Let's say she checks in late based on the text messages. I want to assume maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. Maybe somewhere around there she probably checks in, because by the time that he's talking about coming over there, she's like, it's too late because it's like 12 o'clock, or like it's after midnight. So, I mean, progressions from the first text message we can see up until that point, I want to say she checked in around 10:30. All right, cool. Then she goes into saying, her phone is charged and this, that, and third. I mean, we ain't stupid. We all know the game. Like,
he said he texted her 3 times. Like,
yeah, well, I think he tried to call her 2-3 times.
Yeah.
That she was saying her phone is dead and all that good stuff. But I find that very hard to believe, because I find like it's easy to believe, but hard to believe at the same time, because then it's like you would need your phone for certain things like finding the hotel or, reservations, this, that, and the third. Like, you're going to need your phone. So you're going to make sure it's charged at a decent, to a decent charge. So that's why I believe that either she checked in around 10 o'clock, 10:30. That's my first initial thought. Or she checked in earlier than that so she wouldn't need that information. So that by the time she did get back to the hotel, her phone's dead. She don't really care. She just knows she's staying at this hotel. So even if she got to take an Uber, well, she wouldn't probably be able to get an Uber, but if she got to get a taxi or something. But even if she did have to get an Uber or a Lyft, she ain't gonna answer her phone. His phone calls, because she needs that last bit of energy on her phone so she could get back to the hotel.
But how much energy does it take to even? We know she's lying, but how much energy does it really take to text or even a phone call? You can make a phone call 1%. You can shoot a whole bunch of text messages. You can give a whole paragraph of every move you about to make in the text, so they know what's up, and it won't take no energy. So.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's why I say, like,
and you're right about the timestamps. Because if we knew what from the because when you first texted her about being in the hotel and I hit you up, I called you 3 times, and she's like, "Oh, I just checked in 30 minutes ago." You don't know how much time passed in between because she checked in, but then after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 text messages, and we don't know how long it took those 6 texts to get to that midnight text. That midnight text is right there, so you don't know because this could be hours. Now it's midnight.
Yeah, and then but she just said her phone was charging, so I don't.
A nigga could have been up inside her guts that whole time. Another nigga could have been there.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's a whole lot.
That's how I read it.
Yeah.
So I mean, she has one nigga fly her out that she just wants to be friends with, but she did, like you said, she dangled the pussy out there for him. So she dangled it out there for him, and then he thought he was gonna get some, but instead there was actually another nigga on the side who couldn't fly her out, but she was feeling him. He just so happened to be in the same city as such and such, and then she was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I got one dude over here who's willing to fly me out, or was infatuated with me. Then I got this other dude." Now, of course, we just adding stuff in, and we ain't 100% sure, but it's still always a possibility because things inside that whole block of text messages don't make sense.
Yeah.
But and still, but like you said, like I said, she seemed very nonchalant at the beginning. Like, oh, we're just doing this as friends, right? Like, well, my phone was charging, this, that, and the third. I just got the shower.
Like this man didn't just drop $1,000. Like you just chilling, like. Like she nonchalant about like playing with this man who just spent mad money on you, like.
Yeah, but then once he was, like you said, about to withdraw all those shits, that's when she went from nonchalant to panic because she ain't had no way to get back home. And I mean, like some other folks said, don't go nowhere that you can't get back from, like especially if you down somebody else's dime, like
and that's how you know she's stupid. Like she's not even playing chess with this shit. She obviously don't respect. She's obviously stupid because any female that's about like really like getting these dudes out of their money, they're not going to talk like that. They're going to seduce this man all the way up and down, and they'll figure out a way to not do what they need to do with this dude. And even still, he comes over, right? He comes over. You guys don't have to stay in the hotel room. You guys could go out all day doing, have him spend even more money on you all day. And then just be like, oh, I don't feel too good. I feel like I got diarrhea. Some shit. Like something. Like you gotta, like, this girl just.
She could have, like I said, she was just inexperienced. Because, like I said, even looking at it from not his standpoint, I've already looked at it from his standpoint. And obviously, I agree with everything he's done. And even because, like, I have no problem with dudes flying women out. Like, if you can do it. I have no problems with that. But
be a hustler, be a good hustler. Like, if you hustling this man, actually be a hustler. Like, don't be no like chick that's just some dusty shit. Like, if you gonna hustle a nigga, really do it. Like, don't know what you're doing. Because when I read this, I'm like, I take it as disrespect because you don't respect me enough to be clever. You're not even trying. Like, who does that work on?
Yeah, she was honestly not even trying. Like you, like, because I would like the more I read, the more I was like, yo, you could have just had him like, all right, let's say again she had another nigga that night. Kick that nigga out before this nigga gets there in the morning because he was willing to come there in the morning. Like you played yourself in a way. Because like I said, she could have just had her fun if she was with another nigga, had your fun the night before. This nigga's obviously pressed. All right, cool. Fine,
Yeah,
you
like,
know what? Come
yeah.
over in the morning. We'll hang out.
Yes.
Even if you don't
Wear
want to
him
have
out.
sex with him, you can't. Like he can't force you to have sex with him.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
can
have him
withdraw
take you
consent.
around the motherfucking city and then get dug out by the nigga that you actually like.
Exactly, and then just like she literally could have finessed him the whole time that she was there. I
Yeah.
don't know how long she was there, but she could have found a way to finesse him
Yeah.
if she was clever. Because I mean, there's women who do this shit, like,
Yeah,
and
for
they're
real.
very clever about it, and they know how to do that shit. I mean,
Shit.
some of them even give it up at least just once because it's like, it's like I don't care.
Yeah, what is that to like knock off some pussy for the nigga? But I guess
Exactly.
you can't even do that. So whatever. But I
All right, so
this was an action-packed podcast. We definitely are packed in a whole lot. We squeezed everything we could out of it. We tried to make the juice worth the squeeze. That
was a very hearty podcast. It's a very orange. That was an orange juice, a podcast.
I got all the nutrients out of it. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Any lasting thoughts or anything you want to get out here to the people? Anything you want to say about what we talked about today, or anything you want to bring up to anybody's attention? Susano, you got anything?
Final thoughts is Venom 2. Can't wait for it. Black Widow. I can wait for it, but I'm willing to watch it. Suicide Squad 2. I can wait for it, but I'm willing to watch it. And what was the last one?
Last one, Dune.
Dune.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. Don't know much about it, but I'm willing to see it.
That's the best way to go to movies.
Yeah, exactly. Not too much expectations. Then let's see. Communication. Communication is key, folks. It'll save you a lot of headaches, maybe some money, and you won't be stranded in places. So communication is definitely key.
Don't put yourself out there to get into a terrible situation. You know what? Who said that? I can't remember what rapper said that, but they said, "Oh no, it's Joel Santana." I think it was like, God can put you. God don't put you in any positions that you can't handle, but you can put yourself in a position that you can't handle. Like, so don't you put yourself in a situation you can't handle.
That you can't handle.
Exactly. And from that little thing that we just did on the text messages between the girl that thought she was dealing with an old OG simple, whatever the fuck, it turned out to be a savage in the end. She didn't know who she was dealing with. She put herself in a situation that she couldn't handle. You know what I'm saying? But that man handled it right. When it comes to the movies, I'm kind of just like you. I'm looking forward to Venom 2. I love Venom 1. It was a good movie. I love Carnage, Woody Harrelson, Tom Hardy, all in the movie together. Shit, you can't lose, man. Maximum Carnage was one of my favorite games for Sega. I love it. Black Widow, I'm looking for, like I said earlier, Taskmaster, 100%. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if I'm running to the theaters to go see it. I don't think I got the anticipation built up, but I think when it shows up and if it comes up, I'm gonna watch it. Suicide Squad 2. I don't think I'm like running to the theater to go see it. I'm not killing myself to see it. It's probably gonna be a good movie. The first one was, okay. And Dune, like you said, same type of thing. I want to see it. I heard good things about the book. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole lot of anticipation for this one. But yeah, I heard about the book. Like I said, I heard about the movie. I'm gonna watch the original or the first movie that came out, and then I'll watch this one. So, yep, that's my last thoughts. This has been the Barely Broke Podcast. Susano.
Wait, hold on before gotta do some little housekeeping.
Okay.
Follow up at the Barely Broke Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us, yeah. And any questions, comments, and concerns, you can drop them at the barelybrokepodcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, talk to us. Let us know.
Barelybrokepodcast at gmail.com.
We trying to grow. We trying to grow out here. We trying to entertain. We trying to do our best. We're entertainers here. At the end of the day, we trying to grow this into something bigger. We want to bring you what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we here. That's why we doing this. We trying to entertain.
Especially when to come on as a guest. Email us and let us know.
Hey, let us know. You know what I'm saying? We
don't have no guest appearance money, but
Hey,
free.
Don't tell me we ain't got nothing.
I'm broke.
They're barely broke. Or barely broke.
I'm broke. Y'all barely broke. I'm broke.
Shit, all right, fucking shit. We we the same boat. That's why I'm on YouTube. But yeah, we out here. So we trying to be barely broke. We trying to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be entertainers. We trying to, do our thing and, make some bread out here. Anyways, this has been, we all have been the Barely Broke Podcast. We out here. You guys have a good night. Take care. And we out.